Hello everyone, here is Somerset MO Club lecture number 10. Today we'll talk about algebra and geometry. Algebra today we'll talk about variables, equations, and how to use variables and equations to find out what a variable is. So we'll first look at expressions, terms, and coefficients. What are they? When we combine numbers or variables using mathematical operations, which is plus, minus, divide, or multiplication, we form mathematical expressions. For example, like the first example involves all numbers, and the second example involves numbers and variables. We have the mathematical operations in between them. Here we have variable x to the power of 2 minus 3 times of the unknown variable and plus a number. So each of these unknowns or numbers are called a term. And for example, like minus 3x, this minus 3 is the so-called coefficients. Okay, here this is the example. We can look at the questions to understand them all. Question number 1, are minus x plus 6 and 6 minus x equivalent? The answer is yes, because we have mathematical operation here is plus and minus. We know that plus minus we can switch their position. So plus 6 and minus x, either this way or this way, they are identical. Number 2, are t plus 1 and t minus 1 are equivalent? Of course they're not. Because the plus 1 and minus 1 obviously differs by 2. Number 3, are 12x divided by 4 and 3x equivalent? So 12x divided by 4. We can look at this as a fraction. So we have 12 multiply x. Don't think of this as an unknown variable. Just pretend this is a number. 12 multiply a number. We talked about this before. AB divided by C, this is a fraction, equals to A divided by C multiply B, or A multiply B divided by C. In this case, we can rewrite this as 12 divided by 4 multiply x. Therefore, is 3 multiply x. The answer is yes. Number 4, are r squared divided by r and r equivalent? Okay, here if we assume that r is not equal to 0, we can simplify r multiply r divided by r equals to r divided by r multiply r, which is r. Therefore, when r is not 0, these two are equivalent. But when r equals to 0, we know that if you have a fraction, you have anything in the numerator and 0 on the denominator equals to infinity. Okay, this has no definition. So in this case, the answer is no. Question number 2. Allison has 3 boxes of chocolate and 5 extra pieces of chocolate. Atlas has 4 boxes of chocolate and extra 8 pieces of chocolate. Suppose each box of chocolate has X pieces of chocolate. We want to fill all the sub-questions with an expression. The expression will involve the unknown variable x and a number. So first, write an expression for the total number of pieces Allison has. Okay, let's look at the first sentence. Allison has 3 boxes of chocolate and 5 extra pieces. Each box has X pieces of chocolate. So we have 3 boxes, that's 3x, and 5 extra. So that's what Allison has. 2, part B, write an expression for the total number of pieces Atlas has. Second sentence, Atlas has 4 boxes of chocolate, which is each box has X number of pieces. So therefore that's 4x. Extra 8 pieces, that's the total number of Atlas. C, write an expression for the total number of pieces of both of them. So we add these two up, 3x plus 5 plus what Atlas has, 4x plus 8. Now we can collect like terms. So 3x and 4x can be added together. That give you 7x. 5 and 8 can be added together, give you 13. Part D, together. C and D, I think they're the same. E, simplify the expression 3x plus 5 plus 4x plus 8. We have already done it here. We basically need to collect the like terms together to give you the final answer. Part F, simplify the expression 5r minus 6 plus 4r plus 1 and 9 minus 3r. Again, we do the same thing. We collect similar terms, 5r plus 4r minus 3r. And then the numbers, minus 6 plus 1 plus 9. Okay, these would give me 6r. This minus 6, that's minus 5 plus 4. The students can look at the expressions, basically collect the terms that has the unknown variables, and the other part would be collect all the terms with all the numbers. Question number 3, part A. Expand the product 7 multiply bracket y plus 2. So for this, we have the unknown variable inside the bracket. How do we break the bracket? We talked about this earlier. This is the distributive property of multiplication. If A multiply B plus C, if we want to break up the brackets into 2 terms, we distribute the multiplication property for A to B and to C. So therefore, we're going to have A multiply B plus A multiply C. In this case, we do the same, pretending the unknown variable y is also a number. So this would give us 7y plus 14. Part B, simplify the expression here. So first, we need to use the distributive property of multiplication. So 2 need to multiply 4, and 2 needs to multiply 3r. Then we collect like terms, the unknown variable terms, and the numbers. Okay, so now we have 6r. Let's break up the brackets. 2 multiply 4 minus 6r. So 6r, 6r, that's a 0. They cancel out. So the final answer is 8. Part C, simplify expression needs to. So we need to break up the brackets of both of them. So first, give you 5z minus 5 multiply 3. That's 15. Second term, the first one, 3 multiply 7. 3 multiply minus 2z. Collect like terms. 5z minus 6z. 5 is less than 6 by minus 1. So therefore, give you minus z. Minus 15 and plus 21, that give you a positive of 6. Part D, simplify the expression here. We basically repeat what we did. 8a minus 3 minus 6. Okay, here, students need to pay more attention. So minus 2 multiply minus 5a. Minus 2 multiply minus 5a. In this case, if we have a plus multiply minus, that would give you a minus sign. If we have a plus multiply plus sign, that give you a plus sign. In this case, negative multiply a negative give you a plus sign. So this would give you 10a. So the last term is 10a. So collect these terms that give you 18a. Collect these terms, give you minus 9. So simplify, part E, simplify the fraction terms. So first of all, we look at this 10 over 6 multiply t. we can rewrite this as 10 over 6 multiply t plus 12 over 9 multiply t. And this is not the simplest fraction form. We can see that if we divide top and bottom by 2, that would give you 5/3, right? Multiply t. The second term, we can divide top and bottom by 3. So that's 3 and 4, and then t. This is the reverse of the distributive property that we have just mentioned. If we have a multiply c plus b multiply c, and this can be simplified as a plus b multiply c. In this case, we multiply both fractions with the unknown number t. So we collect the first fractions out, 5/3 plus 4/3 multiply t. These two add together is 9 over 3, right? That's 3 multiplied to t. Part F, simplify this expression. Again, we multiply both fractions using the same unknown variable. We first 2/3 multiply x, rewrite this expression as this. Now we know that this first coefficient and second coefficient can be collected together, and then using a bracket multiply the unknown c and unknown x. So minus 2/3 plus 5/7 multiply x. So students can figure out what this fraction gives you, and then you would get to the final answer.